this was some bad blood that was not necessarily settled because it ended up in a draw, but it looks like they cordially, you know what I mean, went about their business and whatnot. I'll say this, another what should have been a 10-8 round, which is, I don't know if it did. It's probably how we got the 28-28 for the overall split draw, but Dustin Jacoby, did I not say it? I said somehow, some way, in every fight, he just gets hurt. You know what I mean? And I didn't think he'd be able to overcome it, but he did. This is back-to-back performances where he was able to overcome early damage and then make it a dogfight. And then I have to give you credit, AJ, because what'd you say? This dude is a veteran. He knows how to squeak out wins. Now, maybe he didn't squeak out the win, but he squeaked out not being finished. He squeaked out to make it go to decision against a killer, a monster, and Ion Cutelaba, who I guess we come to the realization, we knew this already from the jump, but yeah, man, you take him past 2 rounds, it's going to be a long night for the Incredible Hulk, Ion Cutelaba. Give me your take. What do you think about this fight? There was no winner, clearly.
I mean, to me, Derek, we hit the nail on the head with this one. This is another example of thankfully, you know, we saw what was out there, and normally a lot of the times that's not the case. Crazy shit happens in the octagon, but we hit the nail on the head with this one, man. Cutelaba, I 100% thought Jacoby was done in the first round. If he would have just, man, I like any other circumstances, any other human being would have been out. But Jacoby has this way of just finding somehow to slither out and not get hurt and delay the onslaught that was taking place by Cutelaba. And we saw it in one of the judges' eyes. Jacoby won. That's how we ended, 29-28, 28-29, with the 28-20 going in the middle. It makes a split decision. Man, it was crazy to see how accurate we were. I always like seeing when things happen the way we think it's going to be, because usually that's not the case. But Jacoby, man, he just has this weird way of, like you said, getting hurt, but then kind of squeaking it out. And Cutelaba just, man, he what I liked about him, he did get back to that Hulk smash mode that we saw. And I thought he had him put out. I thought he was winning the fight. Round 1, TKO. But man,
those elbows up against the cage, man. Those were Hellbows right there. That was Matt Brown style. That was mean, man. You could tell he gassed himself out, because I'm sure he thought himself, he was like, oh yeah, he's done. This dude's not going to be able to get back. But Jacoby, you saw it. Jacoby in his face, he was all like, oh yeah, motherfucker, you're done. I'm going to break you now. You know what I mean? And luckily it went down to a decision, because had that been a 5-round fight, Jacoby would have won by KO. There's no way you can't convince me that, man. This dude, that's what I love about these gritty fighters, these OG veterans who say, like, listen, man, that's why outside experience, outside of MMA is so important, because you've been in the dogfight in the kickboxing match. You've been in the dogfight in all these other situations, man. That's why. Experience. It's hard betting against experience, because experience arguably got him the draw. So, neither here nor there, but yeah, a very inconclusive finish to the fight. But like I said, I'm just glad that Cutelaba didn't lose again. I don't want to be biased here, but I do like to see Cutelaba fight, man. And I think that he deserves somebody a little bit easier of opponent, man. I know the UFC doesn't do that, but...